We all have things that we do that we know are not good for us. Maybe it's an addiction, or maybe it's a toxic relationship. Whatever it is, we keep going back to it, even though we know it's not good for us. Why is this? There are a few possible reasons. Maybe we don't think we deserve anything better. Maybe we're scared of change. Or maybe the pain of staying where we are is less than the pain of leaving and starting something new. Whatever the reason, it takes a lot of courage to break out of our old patterns and try something new. It's not easy, but it's worth it. When we do the brave thing and face our fears, we open up the possibility for healing and growth. And that is an incredibly valuable thing. We often value courage as the ability to conquer our fears and take brave actions in the face of danger. And while there is certainly value in that, I would argue that it takes just as much, if not more, courage to change our behaviors. After all, it takes a great deal of strength to admit that we need to make a change, and even more to actually follow through with it. This is especially true when our behaviors are rooted in trauma or pain. It can be incredibly difficult to break free from what is familiar, even when it is no longer serving us. But by making the choice to grow and heal, we offer ourselves the chance for a healthier and happier life. So the next time you find yourself needing to make a change, remember that it takes real courage to do so. But it's worth it. Trauma can be a difficult thing to face and heal from. It can be easy to fall into the trap of repeating unhealthy behaviors in an attempt to numb the pain. However, this does nothing to our value or our worth. In fact, it can further traumatize us. Healing and growth requires courage. It takes courage to face the pain, work through it, and come out on the other side. It takes courage to value yourself enough to choose what is best for you, even if it's difficult. Research has shown that it is actually easier to keep repeating our existing behaviors than it is to make lasting changes. This is because our brains are wired to value short-term pleasure over long-term growth. When we experience pain or discomfort, our brain automatically goes into survival mode and starts looking for ways to escape the unpleasant situation. This can lead us to repeat harmful behaviors that provide temporary relief from our pain, even though we know that these behaviors are not good for us in the long run. In order to make lasting changes, we need to learn how to value ourselves enough to put our long-term well-being ahead of our short-term desires. This can be a challenge, but it is worth it if we want to heal our trauma and live a life that is truly fulfilling. The value of courage should not be underestimated. It is the quality that allows us to face our fears and stand up for what we believe in, even in the face of adversity. Courage is what gives us the strength to overcome trauma and to embrace healing. It is also the cornerstone of personal growth. Without courage, we would never take risks or venture outside of our comfort zones. We would never learn from our mistakes or strive to become better versions of ourselves. We often value courage as the ability to conquer our fears and take brave actions in the face of danger. And while there is certainly value in that, I would argue that it takes just as much, if not more, courage to change our behaviors. After all, it takes a great deal of strength to admit that we need to make a change, and even more to actually follow through with it. This is especially true when our behaviors are rooted in that trauma or pain. It can be incredibly difficult to break free from what is familiar, even when it is no longer serving us. But by making the choice to grow and heal, we offer ourselves the chance for a healthier and happier life. It can be easy to get stuck in the same patterns of behavior, even if those behaviors are harmful. It can feel like it takes more courage to make a change than it does to stay the same. However, that is not always the case. It can actually take a great deal of courage to confront the things that we have been through and make the decision to heal. When we value our own worth and put in the hard work to grow, we realize that we are capable of so much more than we ever thought possible. Making the choice to break free from harmful patterns is an act of courage that can lead to a life full of value and worth. Make the choice today to value yourself and your healing journey, because you are truly worth it.